Hello everybody, welcome to episode 33 of Project Architect 2, where today, well, we get the polonium and plutonium set up here that you can see. How's it all done? Where does all this stuff come from? Well, you're gonna have to watch the entire episode. Let's get into it. Alright, getting into this episode, I have couple quantum interlopers because we're going to need them. And I would like it to have this stuff called fluorite dust being made for us. I've already named the frequency fluorite dust, already got it all set up for us. So, yeah, it's inputting from the bottom. So, yeah, everything should be fine. It's just taking its time to export it here, so I'm not sure why. But yeah. The next thing I want to do is one of the reasons why I have so much space in here is we're going to have to set up processing. I want at least, I have 3 and 3 of these because I'm hoping we can actually get this up to using 3 and 3 of these. For right now, I think this should be good. I want to bring in the nuclear waste along the back of these guys. Trying to think. That needs power. This doesn't. So I've got to remember to supply the 3 of these guys with power somehow. I think we'll go underneath power. I'll get a couple of points here. There we go. We'll remember that the power is up underneath there. And what I want to do is run this back here to this guy, this spot right here, and get the nuclear waste. That's going to empty out here to this guy, which will be making polonium pretty dang fast. And this is making the plutonium not as fast. If we get some speed and energy cards into him, it might speed him up. There we go. That did speed him up. And if you see here that they pretty much make their gases, or well, make those waste byproducts pretty decently fast, okay? So we're going to activate this, and this is going to make both of these guys run. Not at an ideal speed, but better than nothing. And we are getting power, so that is also a perk. But on front of these, I'm gonna say 2 forward. We're going to pop out a hole here, pop out a hole here, get some flux points into... Actually, I just decided that is a bad idea. I mean, we're going to need the underground section done, but we want to put ultimate pressurized tubes underneath these guys. We're going to set up pressurized reactor here, and an ultimate pressurized reactor here. We could actually put the flux point between them. You can definitely bypass the limits. We're going to put in the cards here. Speed upgrades, energy upgrades. And I don't remember, do you guys take also the gas upgrades? No, but you do take the muffling, which I might have to get here to quiet these guys down, because these are very loud. But we're getting polonium, plutonium at an okay pace. I like that. I like that we're getting polonium and plutonium at a pretty decent pace. But we would like to get at functional a couple of these oak drawers. A couple of these, or the configuration tool. Set these oak drawers right in front here. And what we're going to do is put the pressurized guy on here. This will get polonium. This will get plutonium. Or vice versa, reverse that. And actually, I just realized between those two, we want this quantum entangloper set to fluorite dust. We're going to say item config. We want to make sure that the left side and right side both get outputted to eject on. And we're going to make sure that this has item output to the front, input on this side, eject on. Same with this guy. Side config. That's fine. Output to the front. Now, we're going to need, with this, water coming into it. So, not only do we need energy, but we're going to need water. So, the best thing we could do is we have water being made over here. So if we actually get another laser node, actually let's make one more after this. Okay, so we place this guy here. Go into here, put the fluid extract cards all in here. This in here. We're going to have to definitely get more of these overclockers. Let's see here. And we right click that like that. Now we could set up laser nodes on top of these guys, with the downs being just regular fluid cards. And we can set this up so fluids can input from the top. We'll deal with the gases here in just a second. Like I said, we don't want that. We'll deal with the gases here in a second. Okay. Oh, wait. We want at least the backside to be configured to input. Alright, we can hook both of these guys up, and if I'm not mistaken, we are really close to a laser node there. And now these are getting water, but they're also making this spent nuclear waste. Okay. But we can now set this polonium in here, and we got the plutonium in there. We can make sure that this item output to the front. Configuration cards on both of those guys. Now we're making polonium and plutonium pellets. Super easy, and we've got this spent nuclear waste. We can take this spent nuclear waste here, along with liquid uranium oxide here, which I think we're getting liquid. No, we're getting regular uranium oxide, which I think condenser does become liquid uranium oxide. Now, we could double up the result here of these pellets with the spent nuclear waste. Which would be all fine and dandy, but I'm trying to remember how much of these we're going to need here. Because let's see here. We need 60 of these. So 60 times 4, 240 polonium pellets, 60 plutonium pellets. I mean, we really don't need that many plutonium, so. And polonium, honestly, we need a lot of polonium, so. If anything, sir, your camels are in the way, sir. I know you're here. Just wait until morning. I will deal with you then, because I did not see anything. So we need to build up polonium and plutonium. We're going to need a lot of nuclear waste. So question is, should I do the recycled method? Give me 1 second while I look at this and see. Okay, I have decided upon doing this. So first, set this guy down, these interlopers down real quick. I need to reconfigure the card so that these are all blank. Just take me a moment to do so. And yeah, the reason why I did decide to do this is it just seems like the logical thing to do because of how long it takes to honestly make these polonium pellets. We're only going to do it with the polonium. We're not going to do it with plutonium because I don't really see us needing more than a stack of plutonium. So at functional, I'm going to get just a standard downgrade for this one. Like I said, really don't see us using more than that. So let's double check, make sure that this is all off here. Looks all good. Wrong card. I misclicked with that before, so we want this to be 𝑓𝐡𝐞𝐥𝐤𝐨, I think it is, right? Yeah, 𝑓𝐡𝐞𝐥𝐤𝐨. Say 𝑓𝐡𝐞𝐥𝐤𝐴 is input here. Gases output here. 𝑓𝐡𝐞𝐥𝐤𝐴. And we will call this 𝐿𝐼𝐶. And we're going to allow fluid input from the right here. Okay, so we've got liquid uranium oxide being made in here. Should be good. Oh yeah, these are going down on power still, so I still need to hook these guys up to a source of power. Bet you guys were wondering when I was going to realize that. Down, can get that. Down, can get this. And this needs to be set to the... There we go. That's all good. This is backed up. There is plenty of line in here, or plenty of ability for this to build up. So that is good. We're not going to risk an explosion here. Alright, so one of the things I want to do is I've never done this method before, you know. I never thought about doing a pressurized reaction chamber to do this setup here. So we need a pressurized reaction chamber. And let's set this up so this is made. All right, we're gonna set you up here. Where you will be input, output to the top for the items with the auto eject on. The back will be okay for gases. Input will be fine for this on the gases. And we're going to get more of this pressurized tube here. Set it up so that both of them will feed into this. And the last thing I need is this liquid uranium oxide that's being made here. Okay, once that gets made, trying to figure out how we're going to input it into here, as well as the power. And the thing I can come up with is laser node. What we're going to do is set this guy up here. We're going to energy, fluid input, and we're going to give you the yellow channel here. Okay. Double check, yeah, yellow channel. And there we go. That should be getting power now. And now we set the other laser node. Stay here with an input on the fluid channel on yellow. We can say on this, not gases, fluids, on the back, it can output. All right, and we can laser node those two together. Okay, it cannot pull from the top one, but it can receive stuff from the top. So what we need to do here is at functional, we can have this to give it a pusher upgrade. a puller pusher, right? Okay. And we can have this push to down. Okay, so it's pushing all of those into the down area. Now, we have this spent nuclear waste in here, so what if we side config the gases bottom to output, bottom to output, right? On gas, here we go. Okay, so both of those are running. So this has got the spent nuclear waste here. And the liquid uranium oxide. So if we put in here energy upgrades and speed upgrades, this is going to start building up. It's going to burn through that spent nuclear waste. It is going to build these up first. It's going to hold 64 in here before any are going to be stored in the drawer. And then we are going to get nuclear waste back from this guy. So I need to remove the nuclear waste from this guy. And, oh man. There we go. I need to remove the nuclear waste from this guy. And have it come up here. Into this guy. Inventory. Keep hitting the wrong button because I've been playing a different game with a different inventory button. So we will come around here like so. And we're going to say site config gases right side output. Okay, so not only is this getting the nuclear waste from this line, but it's also getting it from this line. Right, so this should build up our polonium pellets quicker. And yeah, I think we are good with this episode, guys. If you like this episode, hit that like button. If you dislike this episode, go right ahead, hit that dislike button. Tell me why you disliked it down in the comments. And ways we can improve. And until next time. Later, Gators.